Hi everyone, welcome to my Ask Me Anything video. Now this video I allowed you to ask me anything you want and I would answer you. Now I did not include every single question, but I tried to include as much as I could. Some of them were repeats and some of them may have just been a little too personal for my taste, but I did answer a majority of them. So let's get started. The thing I think everyone wants to hear from me, because I haven't really said my opinion publicly on Tower Heroes. So let's start with those kinds of questions. A question by Wave. What is your opinion on how Tower Heroes is doing right now? By this, I mean like your opinion on the game. So when I first started playing Tower Heroes, I loved it. It was new to me. There was so much that I could do in the game, and there's so many maps to beat, so many towers to get. So for me right now, I've beat every map, I have every tower, I have nearly every single skin. So like my opinion on the game is it's not as exciting as it first was. Now I do play the updates and I do try to make, some kind of content with it every week, but it is getting a little bit harder to do so. So let's go on to the next question. Charlie asked, what do you have to say about the whole Tower Heroes is dead thing? When I first started playing, like the first couple months that I started playing, I didn't really pay attention to how many players played the game every single day. I just kind of kept to myself. I played the game. I enjoyed it. Now that everybody is saying things about the game, saying that it is dying, I have paid attention more to how many players play per day. Since I've started paying attention, it's been about the same for me. So I have not really noticed much of a difference myself, whether there's more or less players. But I have heard from other people that there used to be like 8,000 players per day, and now there is not. There's like a quarter of that. I would say that when I first started playing, the challenges were a little bit more exciting. They were harder to beat. A lot of the challenges are repeating themselves, and they're not as hard for me. And I don't know if that's just because like I'm better at the game than I would say a lot of other people, but I don't know. Iqbal Abbasi said, is Tower Heroes getting boring? Now, I kind of sort of answered this already, but I will add some more to it. For me, because I'm such a high level and I've already beat everything, I already have everything, it doesn't leave a lot of interesting things left for me to do in the game. So I do look forward to those updates. So when those updates are here, I do play them. I do find them interesting. But in between that time, I do find myself getting bored with it. But I've played like other games in the past, like Miscreated on Steam or Battlefield on PlayStation. And I always really find them interesting and then I get bored of them. Like that's just what I do. I play a game for a while and then I kind of get bored of it. That's a normal thing for me. I'm not saying like anything bad about the game itself. I think that when developers create a game, they spend a lot of hard work and time on that game. At first, they did it for no money, and they did it with extra time that they had. So in my mind, I'm not going to talk badly about anybody because they put so much extra effort into making something in the first place. Like if they didn't take that time and effort, the game wouldn't even exist, and we wouldn't be a community. I see it as if they want to update the game more frequently, they can. They don't want to, they don't have to. I mean, it is their game. It would benefit them if they did do it more often and appease to the community. However, it's really up to them. It is their game. If they want people to get bored, then people are going to move on, So I'm not going to sit here and get mad about it. But in my opinion, yes, it would be more beneficial to them to update the game and make it more interesting. But at the same time, if they don't, there are other games out there that we can play. That's fine. Sans the Skeleton asked, will you keep making Tower Heroes content? And the answer is yes, of course. I would say 90% of my YouTube audience are Tower Heroes fans, and so I will continue making those videos for them. I will dip into other games. I really like to play Battle Buddies, and I will try out some other games as well. It's just that when I do dip into other games and when I do a video about games that are not Tower Heroes, the views are typically way, way lower. So it's in my best interest to make Tower Heroes videos at this time for my audience. But, as I grow and as the Roblox community grows, more games come out, I will, explore into that arena. Let's move into a different category of questions to keep this video interesting. Asher Thava asked, how's life going and are you doing great? Hope to hear good news. So yes, my life is going great. Everything's fine, normal, boring during the pandemic. I actually just got the COVID-19 shot like 2 days ago, and the symptoms from that shot really suck. Like I felt like I had the flu for like a day and a half, but I'm finally feeling better, and that is why I'm making this video today, because I finally feel like I have the energy to talk. Cocoa asked, are you in college, high school? What drove you to begin your YouTube channel? I am actually out of college, and I do have a master's degree as well. What drove me to begin my YouTube channel? Basically the pandemic. So I'm just out of college. There are no jobs available, so I'm just sitting here like, doing nothing. So why not? I'm really good at using the Adobe products, so like Photoshop, Premiere, and I really loved Tower Hero. So mix those two and voila, I can make really good videos. I know what I'm doing, I think, most of the time in the game. So why not put that content out there while I'm just sitting here doing nothing? I think I'm probably going to say this wrong, but Asawix asked, what are your goals for the future? You like jazz? My goals for the future are to continue to make videos for my audience, as well as eventually find a job when the pandemic ends and, just live life like a normal person. That would be great. Do I like jazz? It's not like my go-to category of music or genre of music, but if it's playing, I'm not gonna say it's bad. I'll just listen and probably fall asleep. Okay, so Mr. Man, a lot of people ask me this. How old are you? Now, I'm not going to say my exact age for my own privacy and security, but I will say I am an adult and I am out of college. So you can put those two together and kind of guess what my age is. Peter, I'm not even going to say those numbers and letters, asked, what is your favorite childhood show? When I was younger, my favorite show was Rugrats and Rocco's Modern Life. A random anime girl asks, are you a furry? Now, I didn't even know what a furry was until this past year, but the answer is no, I am not a furry. The SpongeBob asked, do you have any pets? I do. I have one cat, and she is crazy and fat, and all she does is sit by her food bowl all day. It's like one of those auto dispensers, so she gets fed 3 times a day, a certain amount, so she will lose weight. But she will just sit there and lay by her bowl, and she knows exactly when the food comes out, so she will eat it up in 2 minutes. And then when I'm not in the room and she thinks I'm not paying attention, she will with her head knock the food bowl so that the food that's in the dispenser comes out little by little, and she'll steal food. She's hopeless. I'm probably going to say this wrong again, but Aina, she asked, what is your favorite snack? So my favorite snack is beef jerky, and it has to be the original flavor, not the teriyaki or any of that craziness. But yeah, beef jerky, that's my favorite. What would be an actual good name for my channel? Asked, what made you start a YouTube channel? So originally one of my family members, they wanted me to play Roblox with them, and they wanted me to help them make videos because they're younger than me. So I said yeah, and I made a channel. I made a Roblox name, which is Unikitty Gamer TV, and that's why it sounds the way it does, because I tried to make it a little more childish because she's very young. So I set it up in that manner for her. And then we end up doing nothing with it. Fast forward to the pandemic, and so I already had it set up, and I felt like I wanted to do videos myself, so I just used what was already set up and started doing videos. Ian asked, what's the inspiration behind your YouTube name? So kind of to reiterate what I just said, because of that whole family member wanting to do videos thing, I made a name that was geared towards younger people because she's young. And Unikitties were big at that time. The show was big, so I thought, why not stick Unikitty? And then I'm going to be doing games, so let's stick gamer in there, and people watch TV. So I kind of just stuck those words together because that's what was big then. And then I ended up sticking with the name, and that's what I have now. Alex asked, when are you going to do a face reveal? Good question, Alex. I get this a lot. I don't know if I'm going to do a face reveal. I'm just going to see where my channel takes me at this point. A couple people have seen what I look like, and those are like closer friends. But as far as, everybody else, I'm not going to show my face at this time. Professional Bowie asked, what do you think about the current state of the games that you play on the channel? And how is this going to impact the channel in the future? Good question, Bowie. Let's start with Battle Buddies because he is the creator of Battle Buddies. I see Battle Buddies as a continually growing game. It keeps adding new stuff. It really listens to the community. I love that. All of the skins, I think, are fan-based skins. They make them for the game. So I see Battle Buddies growing continually. I see it getting much bigger than it is now. So since I think that Battle Buddies is a growing game, I feel it will impact my channel positively. I think that it has a very positive community surrounding it. The fans are very friendly, kind, and I really like that. I really like when I go into the lobby of Battle Buddies and everybody is really nice. Let's switch over to Tower Heroes. It is a little bit toxic, and I don't feel that they listen to their community in regards to their updates. And again, it is their game. They can do what they want with their game, but at the same time, it might have negative consequences if they do that, if they do not listen to their community. But it's completely up to them. So no matter what they both do, whether they listen to the community, they don't listen to the community, I will still do games on Battle Buddies and Tower Heroes. I will also dab into other games as well, but they don't do as well on my channel because I do not have the fan base for those other games. So to finish that question, how will the state of these games affect my channel in the long run? If the game is growing, it's going to really help my channel grow. If the game is dying and there's not enough fan base playing the game, then that will negatively impact my channel. Let's do some fast questions. Would you rather ban Branch from Tower Heroes or Scientist? Definitely ban Scientist because I really love Branch. What was your first mythic? My first mythic was Shadow Puppet, and it's still one of my favorites, but not my favorite. What is my favorite mythic? There are two. Actually, there's only one, really. I love Evil Cat, and I love Snowcone Kitty, but I don't think she's considered a mythic, but I do like her. If you were forced to delete a mythic skin, what skin would you delete? It would have to be Summer Cat or AD Spectre. I think those are my least favorite. Here are some more quick questions. What was the first tower defense game you played? It was actually Tower Heroes. Tower Heroes was actually the second game on Roblox I ever played. I first played Bloxburg, and then I played Tower Heroes. So then I got stuck with Tower Heroes. When did you start liking Tower Heroes? I started playing right after the Easter event, so at the beginning of May is when I started, and I instantly liked it. What if Tower Heroes didn't exist? Then I wouldn't be talking to you here today. I probably wouldn't have a YouTube channel because I wouldn't have fell in love with the game. What is your favorite tower in Tower Heroes? I think it's Branch. Branch is pretty much my favorite. What would you recommend to run as a loadout? I would recommend Lemonade Cat, Spectre, Branch, Scientist, and Dumpster. That is like my go-to loadout, those 5. Okay guys, that is it for this video. Thank you for listening to this very long video of me answering a bunch of questions. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you later.
Do you like the party? Let's rodeo. You like to get naughty? Let's rodeo. You don't see those while you play that knee slapper. That's a rodeo.